News.
Professor Jin Xianmin quietly handed over several photonic systems to the cyberspace force.
What if the next war isn't fought on battlefields, but in the unseen realms above us and inside our screens? What if the most powerful weapons are not missiles, but satellites, algorithms, even your own beliefs? Today, we expose China's shadowy PLA units, the ones quietly building dominance over space, cyber, and information warfare. And we'll show you how close we are already to living in their battlegrounds. 1. Why this speaks to all of us. Imagine losing GPS navigation, your phone gets hacked, your social media feed flooded with fake news crafted to tear your community apart. Sounds like a sci-fi thriller? It's not. The PLA, People's Liberation Army of China, has been re-engineering itself to win these kinds of wars, ones where information, perception, satellites, and networks are the front lines. In 2015, they created a force called the Strategic Support Force, SSF, centralizing space, cyber, electronic, and psychological warfare. Its goal, not just to fight with guns, but to paralyze enemy systems, disrupt communications, and shape opinions. Recently, April 2024, they restructured again. The SSF was disbanded and split into 3 new arms: the Aerospace Force, the Cyberspace Force, and a new Information Support Force. This isn't just bureaucracy, it's a signal. These domains are now core war zones. These changes reflect China's theory of future warfare: informatization and intelligentization. Big words, but they mean using data, AI, space assets, cyber networks to gain advantage before bullets ever fly. 2. Inside the units and structures. What are the secret units? What do they do? And how do they operate? 1. Strategic Support Force, SSF. Past role. Created in late 2015 to combine PLA's space systems, cyber units, electronic warfare, psychological ops. The idea was, if your enemy's satellite is knocked out, their stealth communications hacked, their morale shredded, you already have a huge edge. 2 big departments within SSF's Space Systems Department, responsible for launching and controlling satellites, space surveillance, telemetry, tracking, counter-space warfare. Network Systems Department, over cyber warfare, intelligence, electronic warfare, psychological warfare, technical reconnaissance. 2. New arms, aerospace, cyberspace, and information support. In April 2024, SSF got restructured into 3 separate bodies. Why? To sharpen focus, reduce lag in decision-making, ensure each domain has clearer command lines and specialization. Aerospace Force carries forward the space operations, satellites tracking, space warfare. Cyberspace Force, offensive and defensive cyber ops, hacking, securing China's networks, attacking adversary networks. Information Support Force, newer, but perhaps the most insidious, coordinating network information systems, supporting operations across domains, melding cyber and info operations, propaganda, perception shaping. 3. Notable secret units. Unit 61398, also known by names like APT-1, Comment Crew, linked to cyber espionage, theft of trade secrets, penetrating governments and corporations, based in Shanghai. Unit 61486, aka Putter Panda, more focused on satellite and communications companies, stealing tech, intellectual property via spear phishing, etc. Unit 63355/63650 and the Bohu Laser Facility, a base in Xinjiang linked to anti-satellite/counter-space programs. The facility is thought to have laser weapons capable of dazzling or blinding satellites, possibly even destroying them. 3. Domains of warfare: space, cyber, and information. How these domains are being used, what tools, strategies, goals. 1. Space warfare. Satellites are the backbone of modern military and civilian life. GPS, communications, weather, intelligence. Disrupting them means disabling an adversary without firing a shot. China has developed anti-satellite weapons, ASAT, ground-based lasers, like at Bohu, possible kinetic options, jamming, destruction. Also, they control the Beidou GPS system, not just navigation, but as redundant systems if other satellite systems are disrupted. They are improving tracking, telemetry, surveillance. Space Systems Department ensures that any satellite launch or orbit change can be monitored. The goal: assert dominance in near space and counter any external threat in space. 2. Cyber warfare. Espionage, theft of trade secrets, state secrets. Units like 61398, 61,486 infiltrate research institutions, defense contractors, tech firms, offensive capabilities, attacking infrastructure, electricity grids, communication networks, financial systems, especially during conflict scenarios. Defensive, protecting China's systems, hiding command and control, ensuring that information flow inside the PLA and government is secure, also means hiding offensive preparations. 3. Information and psychological warfare. 3 warfares: public opinion warfare, psychological warfare, legal warfare. China has long used these. The idea: shape how opponents, nations' publics see China and its actions. Control narrative. Cognitive warfare, using AI, LLMS, social media, bots to push propaganda, fake personas, feed disinformation. Example: influence operations targeting Taiwan, foreign countries. Data mining to tailor messaging to individual or group emotional triggers. Legal warfare/lawfare, using international law, treaties, legal claims to advance Chinese positions, challenge opponents on legal grounds. 4. Integration and multi-domain operations. These domains aren't separate. In China's doctrine, they overlap and reinforce each other. For instance, disrupting satellites leads to communication losses, which worsens morale. Cyber attacks can accompany space disruptions. Information warfare spreads confusion and panic when infrastructure is failing. The structural reforms, SSF 3 forces, are designed to improve coordination across these domains. Shared data, shared operations, faster decisions. 4. Strategies and intentions. What is China trying to achieve? Deterrence and power. Projection. China wants to deter interference, especially from the US and allies, in regional issues. Taiwan, South China Sea. If you can threaten their satellites, disrupt their cyber networks, influence their public opinion, you raise the cost of intervention. Asymmetric warfare. Space and cyber are domains where smaller, faster, deniable operations are possible, cheaper than tanks and ships, but very disruptive. For example, you may never know who caused a satellite disruption, or if a social media campaign is coordinated by the PLA. That deniability is valuable. Winning before war. Influencing opinion, disrupting adversary readiness before any physical conflict. If Germany, Japan, the US find their communications compromised, their public confused, they may hesitate. Delay, confusion, loss of will, that's power. Control of narrative and legitimacy. Domestically, China wants to ensure the narrative supports the CCP and the PLA. Internationally, countering criticisms using propaganda to shift perceptions, e.g., casting US as aggressor, China as peaceful. Global reach and supremacy. Long-term goal: be a dominant force not just in Asia, but globally, in cyber, in space, in information. If you control space infrastructure, you control much of global movement, communication. If you dominate cyberspace, you dominate modern economies. Information warfare gives control over perceptions worldwide. If you learned something new today, hit subscribe, share this video, and let others know we're already living in the conflict of bytes and beams.